not starving for food. You are starving for light, for information, for the molecular instructions that tell your cells whether to build or break down, regenerate or rot. Everything you ate today was dead, nutritionally bankrupt, biologically inert. It filled your stomach but starved your mitochondria. It satisfied your tongue but confused your DNA. Modern food is noise, static, corrupted data uploaded into a system desperately searching for signal. But there are foods that reprogram you. Foods that carry ancient instructions encoded in their molecular structure. Instructions your ancestors understood. Instructions your cells still remember. This is about one of those foods. The fruit that stopped time in the Vedic texts. The berry that resurrected a dying sage. The single most potent source of bioavailable antioxidants ever measured by modern science. The West calls it Indian gooseberry. The East calls it Amalaki, the mother of all medicines. And if you understand what it does to your cells, you will never look at aging the same way again. Let me show you what is killing you. Right now, inside your body, there are cells that refuse to die. They have been damaged, oxidized, their DNA broken. They should trigger apoptosis, programmed cell death. They should sacrifice themselves for the greater good of your organism. But they do not. Instead, they enter a state called cellular senescence. They become biological zombies, undead, undying, sitting in your tissues like rotting soldiers who will not leave the battlefield. And here is the horror. These zombie cells do not sit quietly. They secrete inflammatory proteins. They release free radicals. They infect healthy neighboring cells and turn them senescent too. This is how you age. Not because time passes, but because your body slowly becomes a graveyard of its own cells. Cells that will not die. Cells that will not regenerate. Cells existing in a toxic liminal state, poisoning everything around them. You feel this as fatigue, brain fog, the slow erosion of your skin's elasticity, the dimming of your mental clarity. Your body is not failing because of age. It is suffocating under accumulated cellular debris. And the primary weapon these zombie cells use is oxidative stress. Free radicals. Unpaired electrons that ricochet through your system like molecular bullets, tearing holes in cell membranes, shredding mitochondrial DNA, you breaking down the collagen matrix that keeps your skin taut and your joints flexible. Every breath generates free radicals. Every meal, every stress response, every exposure to pollution, blue light, electromagnetic fields. You need antioxidants to neutralize them, but not the synthetic garbage in your multivitamin. Those are dead molecules, isolated compounds ripped from their natural context. Your body does not recognize them. It cannot use them. They pass through you like ghosts. What you need is living information, whole food intelligence. And there is no food on earth that delivers this with more precision than Amla. Let me tell you what this fruit actually is. Amla contains more vitamin C per gram than any other natural source. 20 times more than an orange. But that is not what makes it miraculous. Synthetic vitamin C degrades the moment it is exposed to heat or light. It oxidizes. It becomes useless. Amla's vitamin C is different. It is protected by a unique class of tannins called Amlekin A and B. These molecular bodyguards stabilize the ascorbic acid, allowing it to survive cooking, drying, even boiling. The vitamin C remains bioavailable, intact, potent. This is why ancient Ayurvedic formulas could preserve Amla for years and still access its power. They understood something modern food science is only now rediscovering. Structure matters, Context matters. Nature does not make mistakes. But vitamin C is just the entry point. Amla triggers something deeper, something encoded in your evolutionary biology. When you taste something intensely sour or bitter, your body interprets it as a signal, a biochemical alarm. Amalaki thinks you have ingested something potentially toxic, and in response, it activates survival genes, Sirtuins. These are the longevity genes, the cellular repair enzymes that regulate aging. They control how your DNA is expressed. They decide which genes get silenced and which get amplified. And one thing Sirtuins do when activated is trigger autophagy. Autophagy is your body's recycling program. The word literally means self-eating. When turned on, your cells consume their own damaged components. They break down misfolded proteins. They digest dysfunctional mitochondria. They clear out cellular junk accumulated over decades. They eat the zombie cells. This is the fountain of youth. Not some external elixir, but an internal process your body already knows how to perform. It just needs the right signal. And Amla delivers that signal with surgical precision. The Karaka Samhita, one of Ayurveda's foundational texts, lists Amla as the most important rasayana. Rasayana means path of essence. It is not a supplement. It is a category of substances that rebuild vitality at the cellular level. There is a legend in the Vedic texts about a sage named Chyavana. He was ancient, decrepit, his body failing. Then he consumed a formula made primarily of Amla. Within weeks, he regained his youth. His hair darkened, his skin tightened, his vitality returned. Modern scientists would dismiss this as myth until they measured what happens in bodies that consume Amla regularly. Increased collagen synthesis, the protein matrix keeping your skin firm and connective tissue strong. Reduced lipid peroxidation, the process causing cell membranes to go rancid. Elevated glutathione levels, your body's master antioxidant, the molecule protecting your DNA from oxidative damage. Improved mitochondrial function, more energy production, less cellular waste. This is not folklore. This is published biochemistry. A 2014 study in the Journal of Clinical and Diagnostic Research found Amla extract reduced oxidative stress markers by over 40% in just 12 weeks. Another study showed increased activity of superoxide dismutase and catalase, two of your body's primary antioxidant enzymes. But you cannot just buy a pill and expect magic. The power is not in the isolated compound. It is in the whole fruit, the synergy, the complete informational package. Now the protocol. This is not a recipe. This is a ritual, a daily transmission of light into your cells. Every morning, before consuming anything else, before coffee, food, or distraction, you perform the Morning Alkalizer. 1 teaspoon of organic Amla powder, pure, no fillers, no additives. Mix into 8 ounces of warm water, not hot, not cold, warm, body temperature. This matters. Cold shocks the system. Hot destroys enzymes. Warm allows assimilation. Stir until dissolved. The water turns murky greenish gold. It smells earthy, alive. If the taste is too intense, add 1 teaspoon of raw honey. Honey is also a rasayana. It amplifies bioavailability. But do not add sugar. Sugar is the opposite of light. Sugar is decay. Now drink slowly. Not like medicine, like sacrament. Let the sourness hit your tongue. Let the bitterness activate your taste receptors. This is important. The shock of sour taste is what wakes up the Sirtuins. The discomfort is the signal. Ayurveda teaches 6 tastes. Rasa, sweet, sour, salty, bitter, pungent, astringent. Most modern diets include only 2. sweet and salty. You are taste-deprived, informationally starved. The sour and bitter tastes trigger cellular cleanup. They activate the vagus nerve. They stimulate digestive enzymes. They tell your body, we are in survival mode. Prioritize repair. This is not about pleasure. This is about reprogramming. Drink the Amla water. Wait 30 minutes before eating anything else. Let it work. Do this every single day. Not when you remember, not when convenient. Every day. Consistency is the language your cells understand. Within 2 weeks, you will notice changes. Your skin will look different, clearer, more luminous. Your energy will stabilize. Your digestion will improve. Within 3 months, the changes become structural and deeper. Your hair may grow faster. Your nails may strengthen. Your mental clarity may sharpen. This is not placebo. This is your body remembering what it was designed to do when given the right information. The ancient rishis understood something we forgot. Nature has already written the code for your immortality. Every plant, every herb, every fruit carries specific instructions. You just have to ingest them. Amla is not a supplement. It is a software update. A patch for corrupted biological code. A key unlocking genetic programs your ancestors accessed effortlessly and you have been taught to ignore. You are not a victim of time. You are a victim of information poverty. The code has been opened. The transmission is complete. If you want more forbidden biology, more ancient technologies disguised as food, more tools to reverse the decay you have been told is inevitable, subscribe to this channel. Turn on notifications. Like this video if your cells recognize the signal. And remember, your cells are listening to every signal you send them. Now go drink the light and watch what happens.